I'm done talking to you, bro. What is he even arguing about? Because it can't be that one play. Look at it. Look at it. Look at him frustrated.
Those 2 4th and 1s that didn't work. And did you like Kevin having the aggressiveness there, even backed up in your territory?
I mean, first, that's a rude question to ask. If I think, it was a great call by my coach,
The Cleveland Browns are fighting for every single inch of turf. 4th and 1, not once, but twice. 2 different 4th and 1 situations, 2 different chances to keep the drive alive, and both of them ended in disaster. This was not just a failed play. This was not just bad execution. This was the moment the whole situation cracked open. Because while Kevin Stefanski is gambling like he is playing a video game, the media is hunting for a headline. And right in the middle of that storm, Jerry Jeudy decides this is the perfect time to get slick with Shedeur Sanders. Bad move. Because what we saw out there was not just football. It looked like the beginning of a locker room war. Jeudy tried to poke the bear. He thought he could rattle the rookie. He thought he could flex his veteran status. He thought he could talk loud and make Shedeur shrink. But Shedeur did not back down for 1 second. And when a rookie quarterback does not flinch in front of a veteran wideout on the sideline, that tells you who is really built for this league. Before we go deeper, like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, because we are not doing the soft, polite version of this story. We are telling you what it looked like, what it felt like, and what it means for the Browns moving forward. Now, I need you to be honest with me. Drop a comment because I really want your take on this mess. Who is actually sabotaging the Cleveland Browns right now? Is it Jerry Jeudy with the effort issues and the attitude? Is it Kevin Stefanski with reckless play calling that keeps putting the offense in bad spots? Or is it the media trying to break a young quarterback?
Several incidents that happened throughout this Cleveland game and after the game. Now, Jerry Jeudy has found himself in some serious hot water yet another week. Now, last week we seen Jerry Jeudy fumble. You know what I'm saying? And, I didn't really want to go in on Jerry Jeudy because he liked that on the football field. But it was looking kind of spooky. Looked like he just did one of these. He just threw the ball. But I let that slide, dog. I let you slide. Now, today, I ain't the only one that noticed this. Now, Shedeur had a pass, right? Shedeur had a situation in the game where Jerry Jeudy looked like he went out on an out route or a post, one of those long routes, bro. And Shedeur was asked about this route, this specific play at the end of the game, and Shedeur said it was chemistry, right? So Shedeur took the blame. Basically, it's kind of on me. It could be chemistry.
And if you are Team Shedeur, I want you to comment SS 100% right now. Tell me if you think he should demand a trade or if he needs to take over this locker room completely. I read every single comment. Let your voice be heard. Now, let us talk about what started this. It looked like trash talk, but it turned into instant regret. Jerry Jeudy tried to poke at Shedeur like he was some nervous rookie who would fold under the lights. He talked loud, he tried to act tough, he walked into that moment like he wanted all the smoke. But he did not do his homework. Shedeur Sanders has been in the spotlight since he was a kid. Cameras have followed him his entire life. People have questioned him his entire life. The pressure that breaks other players has been normal for him since high school. So when Jerry tried to rattle him with a few words, it was never going to work.
And Shedeur said it was chemistry, right? So Shedeur took the blame. Basically, it's kind of on me. It could be chemistry. Now, I'm further analyzing this damn play now after the fact, and it looked like Jerry Jeudy might have gave up on the play. Now, I'm not saying that he did or he didn't, but it looked real spooky, Jerry Jeudy, bro. You ain't had your arms out. You ain't had nothing. Looked like you was running half speed, dog. And you can't be going out like that 2 weeks in a row, found yourself in hot water playing with Shedeur, man, because we already know.
Shedeur shut it down with what hurts the most. Calm. No arguing. No panic. No emotional spiral. Just focus. Just locked-in energy. The kind that tells you, I am not here for your little games. And that is when you realize who is built for the NFL and who is just performing. Because this is not normal rookie behavior. A lot of young quarterbacks would get pulled into that drama. They would talk back. They would get distracted. They would start pressing. They would start forcing throws. Shedeur did not. He stayed sharp, stayed composed, stayed in control. And that is wild because look at what he is dealing with. He is trapped between a head coach who keeps gambling with drives, a receiver who has been inconsistent and emotional, and a media machine that wants drama more than it wants development.
Oh, damn.
Talk to me nice, Shedeur. Talk to me nice.
Look. No arms. No, look like he gave up on the play.
Okay, Jerry. You know what I'm saying? That's tutty if you know what I'm saying? Listen to butter. That's tutty if you put your hands up a little bit. Maybe a little hands up action. Maybe a little jump a little smidge. That shit right there.
Jerry Jeudy came in looking for a viral moment. He wanted to be the alpha, but Shedeur is carrying a whole season of pain on his back. That is what Jerry did not understand. Shedeur has been fighting pressure since day one at Colorado, fighting doubts, fighting injuries, fighting constant criticism about his last name. Every week, people question his toughness. They question his decisions. They question whether he belongs. So when Jeudy tried to rattle him, it was laughable. All Jeudy did was expose his own emotions, while Shedeur stayed cool like a veteran who has seen worse than basic sideline noise.
And did you like Kevin having the aggressiveness there, even backed up in your territory?
I mean, first, that's a rude question to ask. If I think, it was a great call by my coach.
Now, my job, bro. This is Cleveland media asking him this. Now, y'all see what I be talking about. And Tony Grossi asked some stupid-ass questions, too.
You like the aggression. Not you like the call, but do you like
I like being out there playing.
Thank you, Shedeur.
so whatever that comes with, it comes with, we're not going to be here and ever point finger at no coach or do anything like that.
Now let us talk about the other problem, Kevin Stefanski. Because if you were being honest, Shedeur should not even have to deal with nonsense from his own teammates. He already has enemies on the other side of the ball, but his own coach keeps making life harder. Stefanski keeps acting aggressive in the wrong moments, then passive in the right ones. 4th and 1, backed up in your own territory, twice. That is coaching malpractice. You are not just risking a drive, you are risking field position. You are risking momentum. You are risking your young quarterback taking extra hits. You are risking your defense getting short-fielded. And what happened? Both times it failed. Both times it blew up. Then who has to explain it? Not Stefanski, Shedeur. The rookie sits at the podium, answers questions, defends the team, takes responsibility like he called the play, like he decided the gamble, like he forced the coach to go for it. That is not fair, but that is the reality. Through all of this, Shedeur still stands up there, still keeps it professional, still carries the weight like it is normal. That takes a different level of strength. Most players do not have that, especially not young quarterbacks trying to survive year one. So when Jeudy tries to step to him on the sideline, he is not facing a kid who is unsure. He is facing someone who has been pushed, hit, doubted, questioned, and still gets up every time. Jeudy picked the wrong target. Now let us get to the play that exposed everything this week. Shedeur drops back. The pocket is collapsing, but he stands tall. He has Jeudy on a deep route, a timing route that is supposed to change the game, the kind of play you call when you want a spark. But from the snap, the whole thing looks off. The route loses shape, the timing is gone, the throw hits the turf harmlessly. And right away you could feel it. Something was wrong with the effort. This did not look like a bad ball. This did not look like a hopeless throwaway. It looked like the receiver did not finish the play the way a real number one has to finish it. And this is not new. Jeudy has had shaky moments for weeks. He dropped a ball last week with no real pressure. People were gentle about it. They tried to protect him. They said rust. They said timing. They made excuses. Then it happens again, and now everyone sees it in 4K. Because this is not one bad moment, this looks like a pattern. Every time the offense needs him to lock in, something slips, something fades, and then he looks around like it is somebody else's fault. When a receiver runs a deep route, the quarterback expects 3 things: trust, timing, and effort. With Jeudy, it keeps turning into confusion and half energy. So fans did not blame Shedeur for that play. They blamed Jerry, because the tape is the tape and effort is effort. And here is the part that should make Browns fans respect Shedeur even more. He does not throw Jerry under the bus. Reporters ask him, they poke, they try to bait him into a quote. They want Shedeur to blame Jerry. They want Shedeur to blame Stefanski. They want a viral clip. They want a civil war. Shedeur refuses. He stays disciplined, he stays respectful, he calls it chemistry, he calls it timing, he calls it things that sound safe, even when everyone watching knows it looked like a receiver making a business decision. That is why this is so frustrating to watch, because that is not chemistry, that is effort. And the worst part is, the Browns are not correcting it publicly. Stefanski is not holding anyone accountable on camera. The staff is not sending a message that lazy routes will not be tolerated. It keeps sliding. Then Stefanski acts confused when the offense stalls. If a receiver is not finishing routes, you fix it. If a guy is jogging while the ball is in the air, you correct him. If it keeps happening, you sit him. But Cleveland keeps letting it slide. Then they keep asking the quarterback to save them. That is not support. That is setting a young quarterback to fail. And Shedeur still keeps his composure. He stands at the mic, takes the high road, protects the locker room, even when the locker room does not always protect him. There was even a moment where a reporter asked him something loaded, something rude, something meant to start a fire, trying to push him into blaming coaching decisions, trying to get him to say Stefanski cost them the game with those 4th and 1 calls. Shedeur called it what it was, a rude question. And he was right, because why are you asking the rookie quarterback to answer for aggressive coaching decisions? Why are you not grilling Kevin Stefanski directly? Why is the pressure always being pushed onto Shedeur? That is how you can tell the media wants drama. They do not want solutions, they want clips. They want the young quarterback to crack. They want him to point fingers. They want the locker room to split so they can write about it for weeks. Shedeur does not give them that. That is leadership. It is not loud. It is not performative. It is discipline under pressure in public. Now look at what this situation really says. Jeudy effort issues are embarrassing. Stefanski decision-making is alarming. The media questions are desperate, and through all of it, the only steady person, the only calm person, the only committed person is Shedeur Sanders. That is what moments like this reveal. A veteran tries to flex, the rookie doesn't blink. A coach gambles twice and fails twice. The quarterback still stands in front of the cameras and takes responsibility. A receiver does not finish the play. The quarterback still protects him. You do not have to worship Shedeur to see what this means. This is a young leader standing in the middle of chaos, acting like the adult while people around him create fires. So now the question becomes simple. What is Cleveland going to do about it? Are they going to hold Jerry accountable? Are they going to fix the offensive structure so Shedeur is not constantly put in bad situations? Are they going to stop letting the media drag the quarterback into drama? Or are they going to keep repeating the same Browns cycle? Blame the quarterback, ignore the real issues, and reset again. Hit that like button and share this with a Browns fan who needs to hear the truth. And tell me in the comments, do you think the Browns need to trade Jerry Jeudy to protect Shedeur Sanders? Or do you think Stefanski is the real problem? If you are Team Shedeur, comment SS 100%. I'll see you in the next one.